Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a Rammus game, and while we are loading this up, why is Timo teleporting, by the way? I don't know. Anyway, while we are loading this up, I will adjust the screen a little bit. So Timo apparently teleporting top lane, which is going to result in some kind of invade here. Anyway, this is a 5-man team. Basically, they all teamed up, and yeah, so this is a 5v5 pre-mate. They are all on Skype except for Cyan, whose microphone was broken apparently. So he is going to use the chat system. And yeah, for the rest, I don't really know. I know everyone is level 30, and they are probably going to have a jungler in Rammus, the one we're going to see. And the enemy has a Lee Sin, who is exactly going to start where these guys are. So I wonder if this is a good idea. Well, generally it is not a good idea, because the whole team will come here, but apparently this Lee Sin is starting off as blue, otherwise they would have been here already. And yeah, the Timo positioning could have been better, obviously, but since he's invisible he can stand wherever, so the better way to do that would be over here. And yeah, the enemy had a short disconnect, but it seems to be no problem. So red getting pulled, and yeah, they should of course get the red over here. That way. Oh, that's really quick red for Rammus. I was assuming it would go to the Timo, because Timo can completely ruin the other Timo by having red buff. So, Rammus now going for blue, which is excellent. Blue, of course, yeah, way more important for most junglers than red is, because red just adds a little bit more damage, and blue is kind of the skill that they use to stay alive and, well, jungle quickly. Or, well, not a skill. It allows them to use the skills to jungle quickly. But yeah, with red, it means that he can jungle quite, well, very rapidly actually. And yeah, he's going to be able to take out this whole jungle and give the red buff to his teammates. And I wonder if this is an APE. Yes, it is. For now, at least. Let's see if he actually has... He has 41 AP, so he is quite scary for right off the bat, but that's okay. I think Ryze can handle that. So we have level 1 in Power Ball, level 1 in Defensive Ball Curl, level 2 in Defensive Ball Curl now. And yeah, those are kind of the regular jungle setups. I'm not sure really what to say is the best starter. Generally, I would say the Q, so the Powerball. And there was a CV going down here, which means that they did see that someone was, or that the red was still up, and indeed wisely checking out the region first before going into red. And it seems that since the red buff is almost timed out anyway, he might as well just go gank and then go for another red buff, or he might give this red to as I said, his bottom laner, because that would be very helpful as well. But you could definitely see that Lee Sin had reached his red at that point, asked for a CV from his team, and yeah, basically got one. So Rammus's red buff is now timing out, and it is either time to get a new one or to just reserve this one until he actually wants to gank. Because so far, yeah, he hasn't been in lane yet. He has checked out the bottom lane. I don't know why he didn't go in, because it seemed like a 3 versus 1 situation. I'm not sure where the jungler is, or the support is, but there she is. Yeah, I cannot see the health here, but it seems that last time they were still pretty high health, or high enough at least. And we now see, oh, he didn't have taunt, that's why he couldn't go in. And oh no, did he just really lose his red after all that protection? No, go in. Oh yeah, it is already taken by by the enemy. That is such a shame. Doing all that that work on protecting his red, and then eventually when he needs it, yeah, he doesn't get it. So mid, meanwhile, being pushed a little bit by Yi, and yeah, I think that Rammus will be able to get some minions out of this if he actually walks forward. Come on, defensive wall curl. No, he's really just going to stand back and wait for Ryze to return. And meanwhile, just going towards the jungle again. Yeah, I could have picked up 2 minions there that were dying anyway, but apparently wanted to play it safe, and therefore didn't get that. So I'm not sure what the runes and masteries on this are. Yeah, it seems some armor penetration from the what's it called, the masteries. And what was that? Did he just really flash? Come on, go in. Oh. Yeah, not going in apparently. It seems that Teemo just flashed for no reason on the spot, and yeah, well, not entirely sure what happened there. And yeah, Rammus gets caught by while is trying to steal the enemy red buff that just came up, by the way. And they are going to chase him a little bit, but they're not going to manage to catch him. No. But yeah, the enemy is engaging now on this top turret. Teemo taking 2 tower shots for no good reason, and Sion is still in quite a bit of problem. We do see someone teleporting up. That is the Teemo. And yeah, Teemo did get caught by one of the mushrooms from enemy Teemo. And this makes it a whole lot more difficult to comment on this, because there are 2 Teemos. But anyway, we see Sion not getting his shield off, it seems. And oh, he did get his shield off, maybe. I don't know. But he needs to stay out of this, and they do get 2 kills out of this. Yeah, the enemy really should have either gone for Sion and backed off, or should have just backed off. They stayed in the jungle way too long, even though they knew there were at least 3 guys here. So it was 2 versus 3 in the enemy jungle, so nobody can support you where you are. Yeah, so they should have either gone for the kill or backed off, and they didn't either. They were waiting to basically get a kill, well, on some guy at some point, instead of just going for their for the guy that they knew was very low health, in this case Sion. And yeah, unfortunately we couldn't really see whether or not he got his shield up, because the shield will not show on this well, this replay system, unless the Rammus in this case is actually looking at it while it is put on, or well, while it is on. And yeah, we see Rammus now doing a little bit too little again. Could have picked up 2 more minions there and backed off a little bit too soon. Well, we see the yeah, the enemy red buff probably is now in the hands of one of the enemies, because they could have stolen it while the Lee Sin was dead, but they didn't. Anyhow, Rammus is going to get a new blue buff, probably going to jungle on until he has the red buff, but might also just go, oh, help out this 1v2 lane. That's okay. What are we doing, Rammus? Not a whole lot, apparently. Oh, this guy coming in. Oh, he wants to give away his red buff again. That is so cool. Oh yeah, that's not going anywhere if Rammus runs the wrong way. Come on. Yeah, Teemo's there as well. Oh, Teemo is there now. Yeah. So they might as well get Teemo now. Come on, go! Oh, this is not good. Not good at all. Oh, that was so bad. Triple kill on Yi. Yeah, and AP Yi only works if you get fed. And this would constitute feeding, yeah. I mean, he now has 60 minions, which is more than anyone on this team, and he has 3 kills, which is more than anyone in the game, because it's 2-3. So they were ahead by 2-0, and now 0-3. Yeah, the problem was they ran into one of the Teemo mushrooms, where they should have just assumed there was one over here. They could have caught Teemo just at that side of the brush, and of course there is a Teemo there, the Teemo mushroom there. Just like there's probably Teemo mushroom wherever Teemo has walked. Because, well, that's just the way Teemo works. And unfortunately, there's nothing you can do against the Teemo mushrooms. I think that's kind of sad. Since you can hide them in the bushes, and everyone hides them in the bushes, you normally don't see them in the middle of the lane unless it's, yeah, like still the laning phase. Then you get some in the middle of the lane, like to cut off this path, for example. But for the rest, they're normally in the bushes, and wards cannot see them unless you plant them on top of it, and so pink wards. But if you plant a ward on top of a mushroom, then the mushroom explodes anyway, and you get damaged anyway. So, yeah. What can I say? I think they should make wards, well, basically make it so that with a pink ward you can see inside of the brushes. Because pink wards are more expensive than normal wards, and they should be able to do more than just what they do now, which is basically take out an enemy ward. Yeah, at least against champions like Teemo, Shaco, those kind of champions. Also, of course, against well, just the average champion that is coming to gank you and is hiding in some kind of a brush. You should be able to reveal them with the pink wards as well. But anyway, doesn't really matter. We are just going to watch Rammus get some more, well, minions. And yeah, 2 champions mid once again, and Ryze is at half health, so probably not a good idea to go in there. And yeah, Teemo just backed off, don't know where he went. Oh, he's... no, that's friendly Teemo. So they're kind of debating here to go for Dragon, it seems. Oh, Rice is getting really low, but yeah, this isn't going anywhere. At least not quickly. Don't know how they cannot kill APE, but maybe he didn't build anything. He is super, yeah, super squishy. He doesn't have any lifesteal or spell vamp in this case. He basically doesn't have any survivability. Oh, there's someone coming here. Here. Oh, they didn't see him. I think Timo saw him, but yeah, they're now teleporting away from here. Oh! Sona's there. The whole enemy team is here. All 4 of them. Well, the 5th one was already visible because that's Timo in this lane, the top lane. And they are going to get a kill here on Graves, it seems. Oh, it only seems that way. The enemy is going to kill them first. They should really just back off here. This is such a tight fight. So much damage going off on both of the teams, really. Well, apparently the enemy team coming out way ahead here. Although they're only 2 kills up, 4 kills to 2. I don't know why Timo just flashed, he must have been really low. Anyhow, let's take a look at the minions. Yeah, enemy Timo and Master Yi are both really fat, and only Scion on this team is okay-ish in killing minions. And yeah, you have to remember, killing minions is the only way to safely get money. If you cannot last hit, then you're relying on your ability to kill champions, which is not an ability at all, it is luck. You have to get lucky that someone makes a mistake, because... Oh, Rise, dude. If the enemy doesn't make a mistake, you cannot say that you're going to kill them. Or you cannot be sure of that, anyway. So by now it's 1, 3 and 2. The taunt needs to be leveled up to increase its duration, and the defensive ball curl is normally chosen as a secondary skill because yeah, well, it protects you really well. But I would say the puncturing taunt is the one to level up first. And unfortunately, yeah, they really cannot go in against this enemy team. And yeah, they need to kill APE here instead of the jungler. But yeah, well, it should be easy to kill this this Yi. There we go. He doesn't have anything yet, so it should be easy enough to kill him. And Scion, just pick up the blue buff, dude. Oh, Rise is going to pick it up. That's good too. No, he actually has it. Rise didn't take it. I don't understand. Yeah, obviously red buff took it, but how does Rise not last hit that? I mean, he has plenty of mana available to him. So he should have just queued and be done with it. Anyway, Rammus going for another red buff, although by now he should definitely give it to Timo. I like the Easter eggs, by the way. And there is an Easter egg at Dragon, although we cannot really see if it is up. It seems to be up at least. And yeah, the enemy cannot take it this way. Yeah, nicely done. Getting a pink ward out, and I think this is an enemy egg. No, this is normal Timo, so never mind. And in the meantime, yeah, while we see Teemo dying up top, we have a team fight going on here, and Lee Sin is immediately getting taken down quite a bit, but he can pop in and out with his skills and therefore survive and still do some damage. But yeah, if they just get a stun on him, he is pretty much dead. Same goes for Yi, because Yi is still very squishy. I don't know what he bought last time. Oh, he bought a death cap. So he's still incredibly squishy. He does some damage, but if you buy some magic resist against that, there's not a whole lot he can do anymore. And Rammus just in the front, taking the damage, and yeah, that's not very smart, Teemo. And are they going to manage to get something done? All of the ultimates being used there, but nothing really happening. And a stun from Scion into the shield, but not enough to actually make it happen. Come on, grab one with the taunt. No. They're too afraid of the turrets. Pretty sure they could have gotten one. But that's okay. They're now going to go for Dragon here, because enemy Teemo is there and he just used his flash. But he is going to get out, no problem, obviously. But they should be getting the Dragon here. And Sonar comes in to just die at random. Don't know what she was doing there. Especially not that far in. I mean, if you walk here, then you can see the enemies. And yeah, the only thing she could have done there was trying to get with her team, which is here. And that was definitely not a smart idea. Come on, smite it. There we go. So yeah, we see that the whole team still, well, concentrated around Dragon and bottom lane. So they might as well just use that to push this this lane, get this turret, and get ahead in that. Because, well, as long as APE is building stupid items, then you might as well kill him. Because APE, all he has is a Q. So it does a lot of damage, well, a lot. It does some damage, and yeah, afterwards he doesn't do anything anymore. So he can use his ultimate to run away, but not to kill anyone, because he doesn't have any damage. I mean, just look at it. If we click him, he has 92 damage. And yeah, he does do some damage with his Elf Strike, but yeah. It is more of a build that you can use in lane, and yeah, it's not very good. Doesn't mean that it doesn't work at times, but yeah, you definitely need a little bit of a different build than this guy has. They are pretty sure that Teemo is still in this bush, and if the oh yeah, Mushroom would flush him out, I think. Yeah, there he is. And yeah, this should be an easy kill for them, although enemy Teemo did do its best to get the kill on Teemo. And I'm pretty sure he went very low. Yeah, he went to about 140 life. Yeah, this isn't going anywhere, guys, if you go in one by one. And it seems they have no clairvoyance, so no. Enemy team does have a clairvoyance. That means that they cannot really engage into the brushes like this. They cannot see the enemy team, and therefore cannot really do anything. So they may actually lose the red buff here. Come on, get the 2 minions. Nobody wants the minions. So the whole enemy team is here, but that shouldn't matter if they just focus on one guy. Fail. He tried to flash out, but didn't actually manage to do so. And there's Teemo coming in with the stun and an easy kill. Yeah, at this point they should be able to wipe the floor with the enemy team, but yeah, afterwards, well, not really afterwards, but later in the game, the Graves will become a real problem. But as long as they have so many CCs on their team, it should be okay. It is now 10-6. I'm pretty sure the enemy team still has a chance to come back, but yeah, as long as they keep doing dragons and barons and such, we will actually have to see who comes out the winner. But Teemo, our enemy Teemo, keeps doing this crazy stuff. Now he's trying to get invisible again. But yeah, he's still here. They know he's still here. And yeah, Rammus, your ultimate would actually help here. Or your... No, actually the best one would be the Powerball. Did they actually see enemy Teemo now, or is he? I wonder where he is. If he's still there. Yeah, he's still there. That's what I thought, but let's see if there's a difference in the Teemo builds, by the way. Yeah, he ran out somewhere. Yeah, Rammus should have used his ultimate here a long time ago. Because Teemo is no longer in here because he would have triggered the mushroom. And since he didn't, he's not in there. Oh, this is so much damage going off on Sion. Yeah, so Teemo being a living ward there, I don't know how they didn't catch him, but yeah, well. Num 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 num. So the enemy team farming up way better, 155, 144, 174 against 118 and 85 and such. That is no good. So even though they are ahead in kills, they're way behind in minions. And yeah, they're like 50 minions behind each. So that's about 200 minions because only 4 of them need to farm. That's about 200 minions, and 200 minions is about 5,000 gold. So you don't really make up for that with 1 dragon and 3 kills. Well, we see a pink ward either going down. Oh yeah, it just was placed there. It's a really, really strange place to place it. Because it doesn't see into the bushes, as I said before, which is kind of a coincidence. But it doesn't see into the bushes, so you cannot see anything here, you cannot see anything here. And basically the vision gets blocked by this, so you cannot even see what's behind this bush. But anyway. You can place your wards wherever you want. But it would be really recommended here to get an oracles on someone. Either Alistar or Rammus would probably be the preferred targets there. Oh, Rammus getting damaged for like 50% by the Lee Sin. Because Lee Sin had a lot of damage there with his ultimate. And, oh, wow. Enemy Teemo dying, but, well, Teemo himself also dying. So both Teemos basically dying, and they are going to pick up another dragon here, although there is no... yeah, there is no smite, and without smite it is generally not a good idea to do this. And come on, get them already! So they have 16 snares and stuns and taunts, and they still can't keep this guy. Finally. Lee Sin is actually a pretty decent player. You can see that by the amount of annoyance he well, he causes. Since, well, he was already dead, he was in the middle of everything here, and he still almost got out, and he would have gotten out if his teammates were actually helping him. Not sure if they were if they could help him, because his yeah, his teammates of course did have the problem of being in that team fight as well. So they might have been really low health and couldn't help him to get out of this situation. But if one of them could have had him safeguard to them, and then he could have queued to the wolves again, and he would have been safe. So anyway, yeah, we see Teemo coming in here, and we see our Teemo standing over here and going invisible. But I think he is spotted by this Teemo, and Teemo once again hiding in the brush and having to use his flash there. Yeah, it is... I don't know what this guy is doing, but it is not a good tactic to just wait around in a bush while getting spotted all the time. And this flickering is really annoying, by the way. Not sure if that's supposed to be there. Yeah, I want to compare the builds on the two Teemos, because I think this enemy Teemo is building AP. Oh no, he's not. Yeah, well, they do have different builds, and I don't think that Matter's Blood Razor is really necessary, but I guess Mobile Fire said that it was necessary. But Matter's Blood Razor doesn't really do anything except give you a little bit more attack speed. What you want to have in this case is more damage, because, or armor penetration, because, well, people like this Rammus will have huge amounts of armor and magic resist, and you basically don't have anything against that. I mean, he's up to 261 armor with his defensive ball curl. And as Teemo, you cannot really do anything against that. And the same goes for the magic resist. That was also around the same number, with the defensive ball curl on, obviously. But yeah, the amount of damage you will actually get through is really low from the Matter's Blood Razor, so it really doesn't do anything. And thereby he only has 2300 life. It's not like anyone on this team has 4000 life. Yeah, building HP and magic resist actually is kind of broken at the moment, because the yeah, there is no way to remove a large amount of HP other than Vayne. So as long as you don't have Vayne on the enemy team, you can basically do that. I would might work as well. Lee Sin keeps doing the Q, doing some damage, and then immediately jumping out with his W or whatever that is. The safeguard. It's kinda cute, but it doesn't really do anything. And that was a nice flash from Alistar. I wonder if they can get anything out of it. And yes, they are. No ultimate yet from Rammus, which is kind of surprising since he was in the middle of everything. And yeah, now there is an ultimate out, but it is too late because he has to back off. And he should have used that a little bit earlier, obviously. By the way, we are now at 154. 154 now. So we're leveling up the W and E at the same time, well, equally. And yeah, as I said, the puncturing taunt normally is the first leveled skill. At level 9 you get level the 5th level into that. And now we are at level 12, so 3 levels later. And he still doesn't have a full puncturing taunt. But, well, as normally, it is a choice, or as normal, it is a choice, and yeah, you can basically choose whatever you want to do. It's just that the puncturing taunt helps out with killing people much more than anything else, and you need to keep people well, in your range. So now teleporting away right in the vision of a mushroom, which was funny to say the least. I mean, she stopped just in time to not get hit by it. But nobody was close enough to actually make anything out of that. So, yeah, we're back to basically waiting for whatever is going to happen next, and it seems that dragon is going to be happening next. There's already a mushroom there, and once again Teemo going invisible, our enemy Teemo. Yeah, he was over here, but now he's over there. And an Oracle's Elixir on Rammus, meaning that now he can finally see the hidden Teemo, and they should go hunt for Teemo. Yeah, they are going for Baron, it seems, or the enemy team is going for Baron. And oh, they didn't get it. The enemy team got it. But they may actually be able to get some nice damage off here and get some kills that way. Graves gets killed, and then oh, are they actually going to catch up? Come on, Flash. Flash taunt. No. No Flash taunt. They should have easily been able to get another kill out of this. At least they are going to get red buff out of this. Who got the red buff? Oh, Scion did. Okay. Because Smite on Rammus is still up. And I was afraid that the enemy jungler actually got hold of it with his Smite. So they are going to get well, a turret for the Baron, and yeah, it's a shame that they couldn't get Baron, because then they could have just, well, finished this game right now. And unfortunately that is not the case now, because now they have to well, wait for this Baron buff to wear off. So Teemo taking a mushroom there, but it's no problem. So the Oracle so far hasn't really paid off yet, but yeah, he still hasn't died, so it's no problem. It's no biggie. But catching Teemo once would make it worth it, if you otherwise wouldn't get him. And dudes just engage. Oh, he did see the mushroom there, but ran through it anyway. No, engage, engage. It's 3 versus 2. Yeah, this is now it's 4 versus 1. Okay. Yeah, it was probably the smartest thing to do, but yeah, having your Teemo die is always bad. On the other hand, pushing while the enemy team has Baron buff is also bad. But I think they actually saw all 4 of them, and I only saw 3. And only 2 of them were actually chasing down this Teemo. So if they turned around, it would have been a 3 versus 1. But yeah, Teemo was already dead by that. Well, by that time. And this enemy Teemo is placing a lot of mushrooms in the middle of the lane, so they should be able to pick those off with the oracles when it comes to that. So the enemy team completely here, and they are going to take down this turret if they aren't able to clear out these minions a little bit faster. Okay, or not, because the enemy team is a little bit afraid here. So yeah, with clairvoyance you would be able to just use your clairvoyance here and run into that bush. And now that is not the case. It seems the enemy team has split up because there was someone at the blue buff, someone, yeah, well, at the mid lane. Yeah, Teemo is now away, and Yi is over here, so at their red buff, which means that they can probably go for the Teemo in top lane. So with the enemy team split up, they should be able to do some damage somewhere. At least try to pick off someone. So yeah, well, enemy team obviously is just going to wipe the minion waves and is going to push whenever they feel like it. But in the meantime, the Baron buff does, well, time out at some point. So, oh, it already timed out, because I don't think both of them died. Okay, so they didn't really get a whole lot of damage done with it. That's okay. They got 2 kills out of it in the top lane, but I think they would have gotten those kills anyway. Because they caught the enemy team, or well, our team, out of position and got those kills done quite easily. So I don't think that it made any difference whether or not they had Baron buff at that point. But I don't think they killed any turrets with it. I don't really remember. No, this team, so the blue team, actually got the turret here. Oh, and by the way, yes, this is colorblind mode. You can activate it right here with the interface, I think. No. Oh, I know how this works. Come on. Video. Colorblind mode. You can tick the box and then you will be in colorblind mode, which is blue and red instead of blue and purple and red and green. And basically in this way you don't have red and green. And your towers, the color of your towers on the minimap actually, and your minions, actually matches the color of your team. I don't know why they made this one red, by the way, why it's not purple. I guess there's something to be said for that, because there might not be enough distinction between the two. Although the purple is really a different color than the blue, but yeah, well, don't really mind. At least they changed the color of the towers as well, because the towers are now red instead of purple, and obviously the health bars here are blue instead of green. Things like that, but yeah, well. It's nice. I think I like the colorblind mode better than the normal mode. But that's just me, because it looks different. It looks, yeah, looks a little bit better, in my opinion. And Dragon is up, by the way. I think the team saw that, and they are going to go for... Oh, they got spotted. Yeah, Rammus really needs to walk first, because he can actually see the mushrooms. They now realize that. They are going to invade the enemy jungle, but there's nothing here. Oh, that was good. There's nothing here, and yeah, he did see that mushroom, but ran in anyway. And they are going to fall back. I'm not sure if Dragon will still be up. I'm having a little bit of hiccups here, in case you didn't notice yet. And yeah, there is a mushroom there. The minions hit it anyway. I thought the minions would at least be smart enough to hit the mushroom and not run into it. And Scion is going to die. For the rest, not a whole lot happening. Oh, Alistar is actually really close to dying there and is going to die as well. And it seems that Rammus is going to die as well. Yep. That is very unfortunate, because the only one left here is Rice. Maybe Teemo. Yep. Teemo is also still available. But they are going to lose another Baron because of this. Yeah, that is really a shame. They were ahead 13 to 14. But yeah, you can see the difference in minion score coming to life here. Although, yeah, most of them caught up now. Although the 300 on Teemo is really, yeah, a little bit too much for them to handle. Graves 250 kind of stalled, it seems, because he was really far ahead, and is now still only the same amount ahead, not the same percentage. So I guess, well, the blue team doesn't have problems farming anymore. The problem is they're behind by 100 minions each. Yeah, it used to be 50, I know that, but I think the yeah, on average they're still about 50 behind. Come on, get these minions already. So yeah, fortunately for them, the turret didn't really take that much damage. And Dragon is probably gone as well. I think it was already gone when they were still fighting for, well, the control of Baron, which they probably didn't realize was coming up, or was already up. And Teemo this time not going invisible. And a flash coming out from Rice. And come on, they need to be able to catch him now. Cyan is going to run from behind. No, it's not. Oh yeah, well, then just suicide, whatever. Nobody's checked out the dragon yet. It would be nice to actually see if it's gone or if the enemy just forgot about it. But I don't think they forgot about it. They need to go visit that anyway, because they need to know when it's back up. And they need to ward it at some point. Come on, charade us for once. There we go. Charade us into nothing. Yeah, they're not going to get this dude. He's going to, yeah, get back to his enemy, to his team, and yeah, be safe there. Alistar, oh yeah, well, he has some pretty strange items as well. going for the haunting guys, which really doesn't do anything, and then Age of the Legion is kind of normal, but no gold items, which is why he is so squishy. He could have gotten 2, maybe 3 gold items, and got a lot more gold, making him more tanky. So he doesn't have Philosopher's Stone, he doesn't have Heart of Gold. And those are the items you buy first on any support. Anyhow, we are just going to have to watch a little bit for the fight to go back. Because the enemy team is once again not using their Baron buff. Yeah, I can unfortunately not see how long it is still available. And that is because in-game it's also not available if it's on the enemy team. Because then you could actually see from that when they took out the Baron. And yes, that is information that you shouldn't get, and therefore you cannot get it here. So Rammus is kind of doubting what to do. It seems that, yeah, Lee Sin is really not the right target to get here, but maybe if they get 4 taunts on him and 16 of these other abilities, then he might die, but he still gets out. Even though they had 3 disables and, well, 4 disables, I guess. Although I didn't see the headbutt from Alistar. That might have gotten them the kill. Oh, Dragon is up again, or still. But at least they're going to get this one. Finally, something going in their favor. And unfortunately I cannot see the gold. I would have liked to see the gold here. Because I think it is really close, even though, well, the enemy team got 2 Barons and got a whole lot of minions extra. But I think it's still close, because the fight is so close. Although nobody died like 7 times in a row. So that's not causing it. So it might just be that the champions on the blue team are just better than the champions on the red team. Yeah, so we saw the enemy team disappear here in this bush, and they're probably doing red buff now. This thing getting caught by a mushroom. And everyone is just going back to get some more minions. And by now, let's check out how they're doing. Oh, no. We are first going to see the enemy team take down this turret. Because obviously Rammus is not going to stop them doing that. Oh, or he is. Come on, get the graves. No, there's nobody here. And everyone can just walk out of this. Come on, get the Sona then. Yeah, they did get the Sona. Come on, taunt. No. Sona ult coming out. How did she still have that? That must have just come up. Yeah, the Teemo melting there, obviously. But Sona would have melted too. Sona does have the gold per 10 items, which means that she does have a lot more gold than Alistar. And yeah, therefore she has some nicer items. Just Shurelias, for example, which this guy doesn't have. He's not even building that. And having 2 Shurelias on your team really helps out a lot. It's yeah, almost recommended at this point for any team. And normally you get your jungler and your support to buy it, because your jungler doesn't really need any other items. Most junglers, that is. And your support is building the Philosopher's Stone anyway, so at the point they have 1400 extra gold, they can convert that into Shredder's Reverie, which is an awesome item to have. So going for the Thorn Mail here, which I never agree with, but let's see why. So Teemo, yeah, he does mostly magic damage because of the Madras Blood Razors, plus the fact that he does poison damage. Lee Sin, yeah, he does physical damage, but he doesn't have any damage items. Well, except for the pickaxe and the what's this? Rhaegal's Lantern. That's no damage at all. That's 50 extra damage. Then Graves, yeah, he is kind of scary, so it's probably against the Graves. And Sona really doesn't matter, and Yi is all about the AP, so he does magic damage. So it's only for Graves, really. Oh, that is the wrong key. That's the one I wanted. So it's only for the Graves that he's building that, and I think it's a little bit of an over-exaggeration to how strong Graves is. But yeah, well, it's an okay item. It's just not great. Oh, they should really back off because there's no smite. Oh, they did get it. Wow. How did this team not get this kill? Anyhow, yeah, I missed some kills here because I was assuming they would go for the Baron steal, but nobody went for it. Yeah, and this Sona's dead, as is this poor little guy. Oh, he actually gets out. Come on, Teemo, kill him. Teemo getting his revenge on there. Teemo actually getting the kill, that's kinda cute. Finally with a Baron, because they lost out on the previous two and the enemy team really still couldn't do anything. I don't know why, but though, because they are ahead in gold, or they should be. Although it's not really far apart, I'm assuming. But they still didn't do anything with it. They didn't even take out an inhibitor. So anyway, with the Baron, they are now, yeah, really powerful, and this enemy team is really too afraid of them to do anything or to group up and just kill them. But they do have quite a lot of tankiness to them. I mean, Rammus, Alistar, Ryze, those are all really tanky champions, and they really have nothing to deal with that, because even Graves isn't building anything, well, to deal with that. I guess only the Black Cleaver would deal a little bit with that, but you have to hit people like 4 times before it actually works really well. Obviously it would be better to just go for something like Last Whisper or the Brutalizer, because that actually takes off armor straight away. And they do get a turret up here as well. Teemo getting out of that one, no problem. So already 2 turrets down, and they got 3 kills out of it, out of the Baron. And that is way better than what the enemy team has been doing. So this mushroom has been there for, well, 530 seconds already. Mushrooms have a last for 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes they do time out, but if you basically have a ward here for 10 minutes. This is an excellent mushroom, although I prefer them over here, so you can actually see the dragon as well as the entrance. But placing mushrooms where nobody runs into them is an excellent way to scout the map, to make sure that you can actually see things that you normally wouldn't be able to see. And yeah, you basically get a 10 minutes free ward. Yeah, well, it's 100 mana. So it's not free, but it's almost free. You don't have to buy it in the store. Yeah, Timo is over there, so how about just taking him out? Oh my god, that was 2 versus 1, and they have 2 stuns and puncturing taunt. We could have easily taken him out. And yeah, AP Yi by now really doesn't work anymore. That is the problem with AP Yi, if it doesn't do enough early game. If you basically don't win early game, then it doesn't do anything anymore. And that's the same with AP Timo, by the way, which we didn't see here. Oh, Yeast is switched over to 2 Phantom Dancers and still no damage. So that's cool. But it still doesn't matter. Because with 2 Phantom Dancers he can attack really quickly, he can walk really quickly, but it doesn't do anything. I mean, he still has 140 damage. Yeah, and that's what happens to you. He doesn't have any lifesteal either. So it would be great if you could actually do these switches halfway through. But yeah, you lose 30% of your gold, your invested gold, by switching, and 30% is a lot. So that might actually be enough to get this team back in, or well, not back in, to equalize the gold score. Because if Yi just lost 30% of all the gold he made in this game, that means that the fact that he has 300 something minion kills, 300, no, that's not him. Yeah, about 300, 290. The fact that he has 290 minion kills really doesn't mean anything. I mean, you lose 90 of those, and yeah, then all of a sudden you only have 200, and that's not really impressive after 57 minutes. So the enemy team trying to clear out this wave of minions as quickly as possible, but it doesn't matter, they're going to get tower dived on anyway. Headbutt going off, but nothing happening there. Graves is going to die. And puncture and taunts, no, nobody in range, and it's best to stay away from this, well, from the Nexus with 2 turrets. And they are going to get a second inhibitor, because the first one was up top. And yeah, Sona wants to die here. Don't know why she was so far forward. I'm pretty sure it was not because Alistar put her there. Pretty sure it was just a mistake. Anyway, they should just take out this last tower as well. And they are indeed going to do that, and with Rammus tanking that, and hopefully a heal or 2 from Alistar, they shouldn't even lose that much health doing that. Getting this 3rd inhibitor, Baron buff has timed out by now, but it is so difficult to defend against this, because now your minions are going to get stronger, you get super minions, and you have no vision on the map, because all the lanes are pushed to your base, and it is so incredibly difficult to get vision back, to place wards or anything, because if you have no vision, then what are you going to do? You cannot just run out and place wards, because the enemy is going to be farming your jungle, which is indeed what's happening. Only the wolves and the double golems are left because they're too far away. And maybe Alistar wants them. He just headbutted the big raid over the wall. That is too pro. So, going to not ward up the Baron paths. They're just going to go for it. Did Rammus die? Hang on, no he didn't. Where is his Oracle's elixir? Pretty sure he didn't die. Because he was 3 deaths most of the game, so... I don't know. Not sure what happened there. He did have one. Maybe he had one at 2 deaths. I don't know. Might be that I've been looking at him all game without, or most of the game without the oracles and just noticed that. Because I did see oracles on these 2 guys. Rise has had one for quite a while. Cyanus I didn't see yet, but it's all good. And Cyanus is going to just take down this turret while Rammus is distracting them a little bit. So taking down the first turret, they can just take down the second turret as well. And they really should do that instead of fighting with these high HP guys. Another kill on Rammus, and Rammus is now going to just take down the Nexus. There we go! So a hard-fought battle. I think they were behind most of the game because of the minion kills. But the enemy team really couldn't pull it out. They couldn't really make the 2 Barons they had work for them. They were too passive with them and didn't even get an inhibitor, which is quite surprising. Because as you can see from the high ELO matches, once you have Baron, everyone should be scared of you. You can push turrets, you should at least be able to take 2 turrets. And if there's an inhibitor behind one of those turrets, then you should be able to take that out as well. And yeah, well, the blue team did way better with their Barons. Because the first Baron actually gave them their first inhibitor, I think. As well as, yeah, 2 kills, 2 turrets and an inhibitor, something like that. And the last Baron gave them the Nexus, so yeah, that's more aggressive and better in my opinion. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. GG.